saw Paddy Piddler hit that flying triangle, that climbing triangle elbow against Conrad Hayes. A Caterham 68, but he's got it done again. The Caterham is 90.
What's happening, people? We're back again. Episode 11 of Chattin Pony. This episode is brought to us by Flux Activewear. To be honest, I've had my eye on getting involved in a brand like this, an active sportswear brand myself for a while now, and Flux is one of the best ones about. They've got professional packaging and stuff like that. They've got some brilliant windbreakers, t-shirts, 3/4 zips, as you can see, what I'm flexing. Compared to other brands, as I say, a lot of the stuff they've got very professional, and I look forward to flexing it myself over the next few months and years. So thank you very much for sponsoring this episode. Anyway, let's get into it. We've got my boxing coach, one of my very good friends in today, Chris Williams.
Yes, lad.
How are we, lad? You good?
Yeah, I'm fucking sound.
It's going to be quite funny, this lad. This is the first podcast he's ever done, so he doesn't really know what to expect, do you, lad?
Don't even listen to them, lad.
Well, lad, literally, this is just going to be us chatting shit for an hour.
Chattin Pony.
So, exactly. So it's what we do sitting on your couch, lad. After we've had a session, lad, and we sit there talking shit.
Laughing.
So, yeah, lad, we could do this for 4 hours, lad. Never mind one. But, yeah, I'm going to have to take this jacket off before I start sweating. Flux. Yeah, everyone's. But,
keep you warm, then Flux fucking jackets.
yeah, keep you warm, then, mate. 7 windbreakers. But, lad, the first thing I want to touch on, lad, is how we got, like, introduced. Because it's a very funny story, lad. I found it very funny anyway.
Am I taking the reins on this?
Yeah,
one,
you're taking the reins on this one, lad.
Sound. So I ended up, I was a coach in the Red Triangle, and your Thai boxing coach at Sayord came in for pads with the head coach in our gym, but he couldn't do the pads, so he randomly just said, Chris, do you want this session? I'd done the pads with Sai, and during the hour, he wouldn't shut up about you. And we've got this lad in the gym, Paddy, he's off his head. Have a look at him when you get home, this, that, the other. So when I finished the gym, I went home to Ryan Felix. I went down to Ryan's. I was like, lad, Sai's getting on me. You're saying this kid's off his head. Have a little look at him. And we didn't even watch your fight first. We watched your interview. And I can't remember what it was. You had the belt. You looked.
It was the FCC one,
You
lad.
looked
Off me barney.
off your fucking barnet.
Everyone
lad,
says
yeah.
it to me about that, lad. They go, fucking hell, lad, you were off your barnet in our interview. I'm like, how was I off my barnet? I just got out the cage, but I'd been elbowed in the back of the head about 6
Probably
times
had
in that
something
fight.
to do with it.
So it was probably a little bit of concussion, something like that.
Yeah. But lad, you're going, I can't even remember what you're saying. You're going, I'll smoke him. Lob off. Lob off. Fuck. Lad, we were laughing our heads on lads, laughing our heads off on the couch.
Lob off and ogle.
Lob off. Lob off.
You know, right now he's making a name for himself on Embedded, standing next to Conor McGregor.
That's just because he's McGregor's sidekick, the little bitch.
I'm fucking that's the first time I've seen you. Seen your interview, never even seen your fight. And then when we watched your fight, also I could tell, do you know what I mean? You needed work with your hands, and that's why I ended up messing. I said to Ryan, I was like, if I go down Thursday and he's a prick, I'll just go down, I'll train him Thursday, and that'll be it. But you wasn't a prick, do you know what I mean? So, well, you're a prick, but you're my kind of prick, do you know what I mean? So we kept it going. That's how we ended up training.
I know it's funny the way you mentioned that interview. I did in that interview, it's where I get asked about Lebov, and I go, Lebov, fuck, give me McGregor. I got asked 3 days ago by Bisbane, on Bisbane's podcast, what do you think you get on with McGregor? And I was like, lad, I said it 6 years ago. I'll fucking smoke him. Know what I mean?
Give me McGregor, I'll fucking smoke him. Who's he?
And I've had people tweeting me about it. Know what I mean? I'm like, what? I said it 6 years ago. I stand by what I said. I'll fucking smoke him. Know what I mean?
Fair play.
But yeah, lad, as you say, you come down the gym, didn't you, lad? And I can remember you walking in at first with your cap on and
Cap
that.
on, yeah.
And Paul, like, looking at him, he's like, trying to make it all right. Like, as if you were a customer. Know what I mean? As if you were coming in to join the gym. He's like, oh, I'm just coming in to do some stuff with Paddy. And then, like, lad, it's just mad the way it all unfolded, lad, because
I know.
literally started hitting pads with you. We started to come down the gym regularly. And to be honest, lad, half the people in the gym now get pads off you, and you're half the lads boxing coaches in the gym.
Yeah, there's quite a few lads out of your gym will come down, like, even if it's just randomly every now and again for privates.
Yeah.
Nathan is like one of the main lads, and he can't wait to have Nathan back in on Monday. He's back training again, and he's going to be back in with us from Monday. But like even the likes of like little Darren, Matt and that, there's quite a few people who come in. I'm a fucking boy, aren't I?
Yeah, well, we've got a saying for Chris. He's a pagician, not a magician.
Pagician.
Is a pagician.
Find someone better than me on the pads, lad, I dare you.
I don't think I can, lad. I've said this before, lad. I'll say it again. Your pads are next level, aren't you, lad?
Yeah, lad. Don't call yourself a pagician for
you don't like. You'd have all random pages on Instagram and that with like 500,000 followers just sharing a random Chris video where he's just taking someone on pads.
Don't tag me in it either, the cunts.
Cheeky bastards, proper cheeky bastards. But yeah, lad, as I was saying, like over the years, like at first it was just me boxing coach. We were doing it like that, but we've become fucking very close friends, lad. And you're half a mentor when it comes to me striking. And lad, I can't thank you enough for that, to be honest, lad. Over the last few years, lad, without you, my hands wouldn't be what they are today. And as I say, I can't wait to shock a few people in a few weeks, lad, when I touch hands on this kid's jaw and I fucking put him down.
Do you know what, Pat? I don't think, like, and especially speaking to Liam and Brandon, who I know have sparred as well, and like I've been in the ring with you as well, it's completely different when you're in there with you. Like, you can stand at the side of the ring or the cage and go, he needs to keep his fucking chin down, he needs to do this, he needs to do that. But when you're in there with you, it's a different ball game, do you know what I mean? It is different. You're different. You do different things to what everyone else would do, and it sort of half helps you.
Yeah,
you don't know what the fuck you're going to do either.
That's what's possible about coming in, man. Like, we're going to have to mention the no-name gym, lad. Know what I mean? Being doing a lot of training with Chris in the no-name gym, which is Chris's new gym, his own place. Lad, tell everyone about the gym, lad.
We've only been open about, what have we been open? Less than a year.
Yeah, we opened.
Last September.
It opened during COVID times, lad. Yeah, COVID times, lad. It opened
halfway through the lockdown. Do you know what? I was just doing privates. I was happy doing my privates. I'd obviously been in the triangle, but when Brandon left the ERT and he came to me and he was like, he wanted somewhere to train. He wanted me to train him. I had to get somewhere, and I wanted to move. I wanted a bigger building, bigger place. But with Thomas downstairs in Peak, he was like, we'll have your strength and conditioning. Do you know what I mean? It'll be a lot easier for you to stay with us. And not even that it was a lot easier. It's just the people in that gym are boss. You know what I mean? They're all good lads. Good lads to have around you. They'll do anything to help you out. So I like the fact that I've stayed there, but this is still just a stepping stone.
Yeah, it's still temporary because it's only small compared to what's coming. Because big things are coming, lad. Yeah. Know what I mean?
As soon as the lads have had a few fights and maybe you've had a few outings in the UFC, do you know what I mean? And then we'll look at maybe in a year's time, look at getting somewhere fucking bigger. But what we've got now does the job, doesn't it?
Yeah,
and
it does, lad.
You know what, as well? Because it's so small, I think that helps us.
It does.
The atmosphere, I say it all the time, the atmosphere in the gym's boss.
It is, the atmosphere in the gym. It's like a little family. Even more so now, like, because with Big Ryan there as well, it's like we've got a mum and a dad. Know what I mean? It's like we've got a mum and a dad in there, and you and Ryan, and then we've got the three brothers, lad. Me, Liam, and Brandon.
Ryan's heavy, isn't he?
Yeah, Ryan's heavy, lad. He's a nasty man.
In both ways.
Yeah, in both ways. He's a big man. And lad, when you're hitting pads with him, lad, and he's got that body belt on, wow, you feel it. You absolutely feel it, mate. Putting his weight on you, pushing you around.
23 stone as well, lad. He'd be fuming with me there for saying that again.
Might encourage him, though. Might encourage him. He was saying the other day...
I want him to keep his weight on, lad. It's harder for you.
Nah, he was saying the other day that he wants to get out on his bike and that, lad, so he's going to start getting out on his bike, losing a bit of weight.
Yeah. Do you know what, lad? He comes in for pads with me. And, I mean, obviously it's hard because of the fucking size of him, but have you seen him on the pads?
Nah.
Lad, he's fast, you know. He's fast for a big fella.
Nah, I've never seen him on the pads, to be honest, lad.
We're going to have to fucking...
You're going to have to come in one day, or you're going to have to get a video on of him or something, lad. I need to see this now, lad, defo.
Yeah, he's a fucking beast, lad. He's a beast. He's a beast for about 15 seconds.
Before he blows his load, then he's gassed.
Yeah.
But, what? Get Chris's Instagram up.
Chris ERT88 it is.
We need to change that.
I know.
Can you change your name on the Instagram?
Yeah, but
I need to change it to Chris NNG.
Yeah, or just Chris Williams boxing or something.
Chris Williams boxing,
for ages, lad,
I've been saying it, but you haven't changed it because you're a sausage.
I know.
People think your second name's Ert. People think your name is Chris Ert, lad. You need to turn that in.
I know, I will change it. You know what though? Even if I didn't, I will. But even if I didn't, like ERT is still, you know, I know I've left and that, and like they don't see eye to eye with certain people, but it's still like it's still close to home for me. It's the only gym I've ever been. I was in there from when I was young, from when I was 15. And Paul and Mick Steve were like father figures to me, do you know what I mean? So it does still hold like a quite
lad, that's something you need to touch on, lad. How did you get into boxing?
Do you know what? One of my mates in my street, he started in the Triangle. He didn't stay long. He started there, but because there was a lad in the street going, "Oh, I've started boxing and doing this, that, the other," I was like, I'd never even heard of going to a boxing gym, and I was just playing footy at the top of the street every day.
Yeah.
And I went with Louis, and from then, I was just about to say that was it then, but I actually got kicked out after about 10 months. Mick Steve kicked me out. He said I had no discipline. So I ended up going back when I was like 18, and then I was there then from then. But yeah, all from Louis. We mate Louis when I was about 15.
It's mad, lad. Mad way you say that, because I always explain like how I got into MMA, and mine's pretty similar, lad. Like,
you watched something, didn't you?
No, Kyle Wilson, lad, round the corner from ours. He's in a band now, the Sonder, lad. Mad lad there doing big things, lad. Fucking him and Anton and Dylan and that. It's mad. Dylan's my next door neighbour now in my new house. But Kyle in the Eufy one night just went, "Oh, have you seen this fight?" And put Clay Guida versus Diego Sanchez on. And lad, they just fucking tried to take each other's head off for fucking 15 minutes. Lad, I don't think you've seen that.
What fight's that? I'll have to watch that.
Diego Sanchez just runs out and starts going uppercut, 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 uppercut. And Clay Guida's got longer hair than me, and his hair's just bouncing everywhere, lad. It's one of the sickest scraps you'll ever see, promise you, lad. And I just watched it and was like, this is unbelievable. What is this? I need to get into this, me. This is sick.
Do you know what? Before I started training you, I never watched it.
Yeah, never
watched MMA. Even now, like, I watch people laugh just because of you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Striking Coach Chris.
Just about, you just took the words out of my mouth. Striking Coach Chris. Yeah, look on the screen there. This is the fight.
Yeah,
lad,
heavy.
Look, uppercut, 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 uppercut. Lad, they had a brawl. Like, I watched this in the Eufy when I was 14, 15, and was like, what is this? Like, these are just having a straightener. And like, like people always ask me, when you was a kid, did you get into street fights and that? And I never really had any street fights, lad. I wasn't that type of kid. But lad, when I watched that, I was like, oh my God, I need to have a go with that, mate. That's fucking sick.
Yeah, that looked heavy, that.
Inadvertently, Kyle Wilson, one of the mates we were mates with, Jay Campbell, his sister's fella went to Next Gen, Joe Neal, who's got his own gym now.
Yeah, the PT.
Yeah, he's got his own gym now, lad, the lab. And Joe went there, and Kyle and Jay said, oh, you should start going there. And like I always say, a first session I went into, it was a kids class, Fishy and Sweeney were teaching. And I just proper got into it, lad, and started going every day. Where you done the same. Some kid up your road was like, oh, I'm starting to go to this boxing gym. And he just started going and fucking training all the time and just got into it.
How old was you?
15.
Same. I was 15. Do you know what?
I just turned 15.
That can be like quite old for some people as well to start boxing.
Like when people ask me how old is you when you got into it, I go 15. They go, what? I thought you was like 9 or something. I was like, you fucking mad. I think I knew what MMA was when I was 9. When I was 9, it was 2004. Liverpool hadn't even won the Champions League yet.
That's why you've got like the likes of Peter McGrail, who are unbelievable.
Yeah.
He's been doing it every day since he was like 8, or something like that. Do you know what I mean? 8, 9 or something like that. And like Peter McGrail still boxes now. He boxed when he was 8. He's just bigger, stronger.
I can't wait to see him have his pro debut. You know,
it's going to be heavy.
Can't wait. I want to try and get fucking. I was going to say cage sides then. I want to try and get ring sides for that. I want to see, obviously, I want to see Peter win. I want to see other people
know what you're gonna say.
But I'm going to heckle Fowler.
I was just about to say to you, what do you want ring sides for? To support Peter or to tear Fowler?
Both.
It's fair play.
I want to boo Fowler as he walks out like the rest of the arena will. Because he's the only woolly back what gets booed on the way out.
Do you know what? I don't know him, lad.
I don't know him, lad. I don't know him, but he's just a beaut. You know what I mean? I don't know him. He's just a fool. A little helmet who who says, get on this young Scouser. He's not a Scouser. He's from Russia and lives in Manny. You know what I mean?
I remember
so
that.
back a real Scouser, you little wool.
I remember that. Is that the kid from fucking...
Yeah, that little shitty gym.
Yeah.
So, like, I just don't understand it, lad. I don't understand him. He says, back Scousers, this and that. You're not even a real Scouser, lad. No one in the city likes you. Can't wait to see Beefy punch your face in.
Do you know what?
I can't, lad. I can't. I messaged Beefy
lad?
the other day saying, lad, I can't wait to watch you smash this woolly back's face in.
He got the same sort of stuff when he was fighting Scott as well, and he's not even a Scouser, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, must say something like that.
Lad, when Scott... I was at that fight. When Scott walked out, Scott got cheered. Scotty Fitz got cheered, and when Fowler walked out, he got booed. I've never, ever, ever been in the Echo Arena when a Scouser's being booed.
Yeah.
When Rocky fought Callum Smith, they both got big cheers. Know what I mean? Lad, when Fowler walked out against the kid from Preston,
I know, it's heavy, innit?
he got booed.
It's heavy. Like...
Shows what a proper woolly back he is, lad.
I don't know what it is. Like, do you know what? I'm not gonna start slagging him off, lad. But I know a lot of people who say the same thing about him, and like they all say, "I don't know what it is. Don't know what it is."
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Well, with me, I do know what it is about him because he rubbed me up the wrong way on Twitter, lad. He said that, and I got on him saying, "Lad, you don't even have to back anyone from my gym, lad, but at least back someone from Liverpool."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, he's doing good things." I was like, "He's not from Liverpool, lad. You're saying back this kid because he's training out of a gym in Liverpool, but he's not from Liverpool." Know what I mean? That gym's at the edge of the M62, lad. He fucking gets from money on the M62, lad. Oh, like, sort your head out. Back people from your city, lad.
But anyway, Peter McGrail.
I'm going to support Peter as well.
Peter's gonna like the gaff up, I swear.
Yes.
Like, Peter's he works so fucking hard. Like, see Brandon who I train, Brandon Dayord, he's probably the most naturally
gifted,
naturally talented kid I've ever trained in my life. Peter McGrail, for example, Peter McGrail lost his first 3 fights. His first 3 amateur fights, Peter McGrail lost all 3 of them.
Never knew that.
And he went on after it to win like his next 17. Now at the time in the triangle, I think Kev Satchel held the record for like longest winning streak.
Consecutive wins.
Yeah, and it was something like 16. And I might be wrong, but say if it was 16, Peter surpassed it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
After losing his first 3 fights as well. You know what I mean? It's fucking...
I know a lot of people had turned it in there.
Yeah.
Losing the first 3, a lot of people had quit.
That. He come in one day after losing his 3rd fight. We were all, me, Dino and Carl and that were fuming. He comes in the gym and goes, me PE teacher goes, how'd you get on in your fight? He goes, I got beat. And because he got beat for the 3rd time, his PE teacher, lad, says to him, don't you think it's time you try a new sport or something along them lines? You know what I mean?
Lad, I hope that PE teacher's fucking eating shit butties now, you know, lad. My man's just being the Olympics,
shit
lad.
Butties,
going pro.
Proper shit butties.
Having his first fight on the fucking...
Who says that to a kid, though?
Well, that's what I mean. I had that, didn't I? In my school when I was 15. And I used it, obviously, when you're in school, lad, you use any excuse to get away with something. My excuse for getting caught selling was I'm paying for my gym. Because I was paying 60 quid a month, lad, in next gen. But I'd sold from year 7 anyway, like, but I was just saying that anyway. So I'm selling them to fucking pay for my gym, blah, blah. I'm gonna be a fighter and that. And the teacher who is now the head teacher, she was deputy head at the time in Cardline, and went, "Oh, you shouldn't do that, Patrick. You're too small for that. Don't be getting into fighting. You're too small for that. You're an academic. Stick to your schoolwork."
An academic?
Exactly.
You?
That's how smart I was, lad.
Yeah.
Well, I still am. I'm smart, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But I'm harder than I'm smart. Know what I mean? I might have the shittest handwriting in the world, lad, but I'm fucking smart.
5-year-old handwriting.
Yeah, I've got worse than a 5-year. My 8-year-old nephew has got better handwriting than me, to be honest. He actually has.
Lad, I asked him to sign a t-shirt for me, yeah. I just threw it to the side in the gym, didn't I? He wrote a paragraph like that. You can hardly read what it says. It starts with "to the little chesty." Like, it just doesn't make no sense, do you know what I mean?
Lad, it's hard writing on t-shirts as well, though. You know, my handwriting shit's anyway, but it's fucking hard writing on t-shirts. Unless it's got like a bit of laminate. But
so,
like,
at least so when anyone gets anything signed off you and you think, what the fuck's that? At least you know it's legit.
Yeah, at least you know it's legit.
Mean?
It's off me because the handwriting's fucking terrible.
Yeah, if it comes all neat and that, you know it's not fucking Paddy.
Exactly. If it comes all neat and looking all lovely, you know it's not by me because my handwriting's fucking shite. Like, shite. But I want to touch on the boys, the labads, Liam and Brandon there. Two two of the lads I train with, and as you can see, they're a lot smaller than me. What weight's Liam going to be fighting at? 59?
Super feather, yeah.
And what weight's Brandon going to be fighting at?
Flyweight.
What's that, like 52?
Yeah, something like that. It's like, I think it's like 50.7.
I swear to God,
weight.
like, people need to keep an eye out for these two, because I train with them. I know how good they are. People are going to get a fright. It's got, like, they've got journeymen pulling out on them already. Journeymen who get in there to take a beating. They have journeymen pulling out on them already. Like, that's how shook these people are. Journeymen are pulling out. They're like, fuck that. I don't want to get finished and have a fucking 4-week ban. I need to earn me toe. That's what they're thinking, lad. I don't want to get put on the sidelines for medical reasons for 4 weeks. I need to earn me money every week.
They're looking very sharp.
Oh, I know they're looking very sharp, lad. Like, we all are, because obviously we're all in camp. We're all coming to kill people in the next few weeks. September's a big month for the no-name gym. I'm landing in Vegas. I'm going to smash this little Brazilian delivery boy's fucking teeth in. And then Liam and Brandon are landing in the Olympia and going to hurt someone on the 17th. And I cannot wait to see it, lad. Like, I swear I've been bigging them up since I started in training in the gym with them. Know what I mean?
Do you know what, lad, as well? Like, I think everyone, not everyone, but everyone's sort of half on the done.
Yeah.
They're half on Brandon because...
It's like, amateur pedigree.
Yeah. Do you know what? It's half... I feel bad on Brandon sometimes because say if we took them both of them out sparring and Brandon, they were both to do really well, I'd half be more happy with Liam because I expect that every time from Brandon. Do you know what I mean? So he's half got it hard with me because I expect so much from him. But with Liam, he's improved. It's a joke how much he's improved in the past year. And he's the first one in the gym. He's the last one out the gym. He's very fucking dedicated, do you know what I mean? And
as we said before, Brandon is so naturally gifted.
Yeah.
That's what's boss about them, I think, because they're opposites.
Yeah. Brandon, they're both bouncing off each other as well.
Brandon
and little bits up.
Is so naturally gifted. The alien, SBB, stupid, brilliant Brandon.
I know that.
Like, I compare Brandon to, like, me when it comes to MMA, because I'll do something and someone will go to me, how'd you do there? And it's like, don't know. I just done it. And then you'll go to Brandon when he does something in the gym. What did you do then? He goes, don't know. Just done it.
Clue.
Yeah, I haven't got a clue what I just done. I just done it. And like, lad, I always say to people, like, all the fucking idiots that you see comment on the videos and that, he hasn't got his hands up, he's slapping, he's this, he's that. That's why I had to comment to one last week, lad. Come down the gym and see if it's a slap, lad. Like, because I've took shots off him. He's about fucking 20 kg lighter than me, lad. Literally. And pound for pound, he's hit me with the hardest punch I've ever been hit with. Pound for pound.
I'll take that.
Serious?
I'll take that. Yeah, it's like a... Doesn't hit like a flyweight.
No, doesn't hit like a flyweight. That's why I can't wait to see him beat people up, lad.
Do you know when
I can't wait to see him kill Sonny Edwards.
When he spars, do you know what, lad?
That's a fight. What is
in the future? Doesn't move up.
Oh, he's going to move up to avoid him.
Yeah, of course
he's going to avoid the Don.
Of course he will.
He's going to avoid the Don. Just journeymen are avoiding them already, and then world champions are going to start avoiding them in like 4 or 5 fights. Like, I'm not messing when I say he's 4-0 now. I can see him with titles by the time he's 10-0.
Yeah, same.
Easy.
Same. I've got a little been speaking to his manager there, and hopefully after he's got 2 under his belt, there'll be a little belt for him somewhere, even if it's in English.
That's lad. It's all he deserves, lad. Like, it really is.
He's good enough to get in there now.
He is. He's good enough to get in there now and fight people for European titles and that. Yeah. Get him warm for a world title. Like, serious. Like, this is a word of warning to it. Well, word of warning. Word of warning to everyone as well. If you're sponsors, get involved now, because in a few fights it's gonna cost you lots more money. Like, get involved now. I'm with Liam. As I say, Liam's one of like, there's lots of hard working young kids in our gym, but like, I love Liam. Liam's one of the fucking most youngest, hardest working kids going. One of the nicest kids you'll ever meet. Like, we've had to say to him in the past when he goes to spar with people, fucking bite down, you tell me that, and fucking, because he can hit people hard. He hits people with shots and they feel it, but it's like he doesn't want to sometimes because he's too nice. Well,
I had a little moment at him last week over that. We went out sparring and he didn't get started till after fucking 4 rounds. So I took him out sparring this week after having a moan at him last week, and think he lost 1 out of 6 rounds, you know what I mean? So
nice.
fucking made, boxed lovely as well, made up with him.
Like, another funny thing with Liam as well is when I won my world title in the Echo Arena,
he went to watch you with his mates, didn't he?
He was only 16, I was 21, he was only 16, I'm 5 years old now. He went to watch me with all his little mates. And then obviously now I'm training with him. I'm sparring with him. Yeah. Like, I'm round him all the time, training with him, and it's just sick.
Yeah,
like, I love stuff like that, lad.
Yeah, it's
you know what I mean? It's a proper belter.
Yeah. He's only just turned 21, Liam.
It's scary. Because when he has a beard, he looks about 34. And when he's got his beard, lad, he looks about 34. When he comes in with a shave, you're like, who are you, lad?
Oh, looks mad.
Where's Callum? Callum. Where's Liam gone, lad? What's going on? That's someone else we need to touch on. Callum Moon. Lad, I swear to God, if you don't start getting back in that gym, I'm going to be at your door, lad.
Callum's probably up there with like Brandon. What I said, Brandon, about naturally talented.
Most naturally talented. Yeah. Like, when I seen him come back in the gym for the first time in, what was it, 2-3 years?
Yeah, sparred Matty.
And don't even mention his name. Sparred him. Lad, he took the piss out of him.
Oh.
And he was fat, overweight, hadn't trained for 2 years. Lad, he was just like that Philly shell, bump, left hook. I was going...
Do you know what?
I turned to you and went,
who the fuck is that guy?
Who's this lad? Like, why is he not training every day and fighting? Because he would fucking beat 9 out of 10 people you put him in there with. Like, when he started doing that with that Philly shell, I was like, lad, where's James Toney come from? Yeah. Like, what? Who is this guy? Who is this guy?
Yeah, lad, he's sick. And I think, didn't you sign something for him the other day and said, get yourself in the
gym? Said to him, someone in his work said, asked him, like, his son's a big fan of me, so he said, will you sign this for us, Pad? And I was like, yeah, I will, on one condition, that you start getting back in the fucking gym and don't waste your talent.
That's a nice condition.
Yeah. Like, lad, as we've said, though, he doesn't even need to get in that much condition. No. Because he can lose weight as he's beating fights, people up, because he's technically that good.
I think when Liam finally gets out there and he's like, fucking hell, my little brother's doing this. Yeah, my little brother, this, that, the other. It might give him a little bit of an incentive. But he has been saying, lad, that he's looking for a job that he can work around training, do you know what I mean? Because we train 11 till 1. So.
Lad, I wish I had enough money to fucking sponsor him myself, lad. Because he is that good.
I know, he's heavy, isn't he?
Like, as I say, when he come in that day, we'd all been training for months, and he got in there with him, and absolutely, lad, as I say, I was stood there turning to you going, lad, how long hasn't he boxed for?
I know, it's heavy.
And you were like, lad, he hasn't been in the gym for 2 years. I was like, what? Like, he had a gut on him. He was out of shape.
Well, do you know Callum? Callum come up with fucking Peter McGrail and Andrew Kane and Andy Humphries. And
Callum's more my age anyway. Liam's a lot younger.
Yeah.
So we come up with like Andrew Kane, Peter McGrail, people like that.
I've got a video in mine, right, of like...
lad, we watched it the other week, didn't we? Where Callum boxes on?
Yeah, lads, yeah. No, it's the one where they're all... There's just a sparring video.
I watched the show, yeah, show.
There's a sparring video, yeah. It might be at the beginning of one of them, no. And Callum's sparring little Andrew Kane. Lad, it's like Andrew Kane's the exact... It's like he's the exact same now. He's just bigger and nastier. But the both of them are brilliant. And they're only about 9 or 10. And like, if you were to look at 9, 10-year-old spar, to be fair... A lot of credit's got to go to Paul Stevel, do you know what I mean? He's a brilliant coach, and when kids go to him from a young age, he does turn them into a very good fighter. And from 9, 10, he's had Andrew Kane and Peter McGrail and even little Anthony Humphries, do you know what I mean, around them to all spar. And I think that's why they all got so much better, because they had brilliance around them. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't just Peter who was good. There was Andrew Kane, who was good. Do you know what I mean? Callum.
Everyone builds each other.
Yeah, lads, yeah.
That's what I've noticed by doing my boxing in your gym, lad. Like,
being around Don and
Liam. My boxing over the past year, 18 months, has just come up and got better and better. It's crazy, to be honest, how much better my boxing's got. It's down to boxing with boxers, lad. Like, I used to go shadow boxing. Fuck's the point in that? Shadow boxing. Now that I'm like that in front of the mirror. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
the emphasis on shadow boxing is a little bit different in MMA than boxing, and especially with me.
Yeah, you're a big shadow boxer, lad. You put the kettle on and stand in the kitchen and start shadow boxing. Swear, but in Chris's, he'll put the kettle on, and like this is where striking coach Chris comes up. You know what I mean? He'd put the kettle on and he'll go like, hey, Pad, come here, lad, come here. Gets me to stand up in the kitchen with him and goes, throw that left hook at me there. And then just go, oh lads, just got something there, lad. Just got striking coach Chris, just got something there. And then he'll integrate it into a session over the next few days. And you're like, lad, you come up with this while you fucking put the kettle on. Mad, lad. Proper mad. But it just shows that your brain never switches off. You're always in that boxing coach mentality, no matter what.
You should say that. Sat there with Brandon last night watching The Gridiron Gang. Have you seen that?
Nah.
Lad, watch it. It's a belter film, yeah. It's like a Coach Carter.
Yeah.
I reckon Coach Carter's better, but it's like in the hood and that. And like kids are getting shot
yeah,
and they're in like a youth detention centre or something like that it is, lad, yeah. And then they get the football team or whatever it is made together. But lads, what did you say? What did you say then? Why did you mention The Gridiron Gang? Oh yeah, so I'm sat watching The Gridiron Gang with Brandon, and I just went to him after about 20 minutes. I was like, lad, pause that for a second and just grab me diary. You know, I told you my weeks are fucked up this week.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be sparring today, but they've got the brain scan tomorrow. So I had to cancel the sparring. The brain scans have been messed up. Liam and Brandon have got both of them at different times. So it's just been a bit of a fuck up, and it was on my mind. So last night I'm like, pause that. And I just had to sit there for 10 minutes in the middle of the film. Don was just sat there on his phone, quiet. Just sat there for 10 minutes and just like had a little write down and planned what like I'm getting like tonight. Do you know what I mean? 7 o'clock they're in tonight. It doesn't switch off.
I know it doesn't, lad.
That's one more thing about that Gridiron Gang, yeah. There's part on it, yeah. And it's like there's a coach's part, proper it's home. Do you know what I mean? I'm like sat there on the couch like
nearly crying, thinking about it. Like when in Coach Carter where he stands up and starts speaking to him.
Yeah, I was like, do you reckon Don can get on there? I'm nearly crying here. You know what I mean? It's a good little watch, lad. Do you know who's the fucking main man in it? The Rock.
The Rock, yeah.
The Rock's the main man.
No, what, to be fair, he's done well since leaving the WWE.
He smashed it.
Because, lad, he smashed it. Like, he was the highest paid actor in Hollywood one year, I think.
Half was he?
Yeah, of like Jumanji and shit like that, I think. Which would be easy for him to do, something like Jumanji, lad, you know what I mean? It's not as if you're fucking doing a Denzel in Training Day, is it? You know what I mean? Or a fucking Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight. You'd fucking love that we have film, to jump over this. Oh, lads, possibly the best bit of acting ever in a film. Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight. Serious.
Go on, what part?
Just him, I mean, like...
Wait, overall,
lad, I half know every word what he says in it, lad. When it first came out, when I was a kid, lad, I watched that every night for about 4 weeks.
Just risking getting a bit of shit off you there. It's Batman, yeah.
Shut up, lad.
Yeah.
Yeah, lad.
Yeah.
Are you taking the piss?
Nah.
Oh, go away, lad. We might just have to end it there, lad, and kick him out. Like, is he for fucking real?
Lad, get Rick and Morty on, lad, and I'll start on every episode.
Can't beat a bit of Rick and Morty. Like, have you been watching the new series?
I've got one left to watch.
Oh, lad.
Missed Mondays.
The new one is hilarious, lad. Bird Person.
Seen Bird Person before.
Lad, he comes back, lad. It's sick, lad. That's what I mean. Like, everyone knows what's coming with Rick and Morty, lad. I swear, Bird Person. It's an episode about him and Rick. Know what I mean? Yeah. It's fucking sick.
You actually got me on Rick and Morty.
And lad, Ventry got me on Rick and Morty. Like, Ventry used to tell me, oh, you should watch this.
Speaking of Ventry, fuck Ventry. Let me just get that in there.
Was waiting for that. You had to get it in. Him and Vent have got a proper love-hate relationship, lad. Know what I mean? And
more hate on my side.
Even more so now that, obviously, I don't have to mention it, the fact that I'm fighting in Vegas. Obviously, me and Chris have been for 6 years now, been talking about me UFC debut, because we always knew it was coming, lad. We knew it was a matter of time, saying when we get to Vegas and that. But obviously, as I said before, with the lads fighting 13 days after me, I can't take it away from them, lad. Can't bring it away from them for a week.
It's a full week of training.
Yeah,
like the last
it's a full week of training, and it's their last hard week because it's 2 weeks before. So,
do you know what, lad? Before you carry on, and I'm being proper honest here, I'm not chatting shit. It's not even that it's Vegas, lad. It's that it's your debut.
Oh yeah, it's that it's my debut. You know I mean? It's more the fact that it's my debut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wouldn't have been too bad if it was London, lad. Because you might have still been able to just get down on a Wednesday or the Thursday or something, but with it being Vegas, you have to go at a set time, you get put in the hotel, COVID tests, all that shit. So
that piece of shit's going, basically.
So Vince coming and he's being fucking winding Chris up about it for a good few weeks now.
Don't leave me alone then when I got to the gym. I'll send you the t-shirt on with Vegas on.
I just can't help but laugh, lad. Then you have a back and forth, lad. It fucking absolutely cracks me up, lad. When you start giving each other shit, lad. I'm just sat in the middle of you, absolutely laughing my head off.
Yeah, he's a belter, Vince.
He is.
Blank that part out of that, please, lad.
Yeah, bleep that.
Bleep that.
Bleep that. It's like a swear word.
Yeah.
Chris giving Vince any sort of praise at all. It's like a swear word, lad.
Yeah.
But yeah, as we're saying, lad, the boys fighting in 2 weeks. Oh, lad, I can't wait to be there, you know, and watch it. It's funny because I'm going to be in the Olympia 2 nights on the bounce, lad.
We said that.
There's a boxing show on the Friday with the lads fighting on, and then on the Saturday there's an MMA show with Ben's having his debut, Connor Wilson's fighting, Luke Riley's fighting. Know what I mean?
Belter.
Lad, there's a good few people on it, lad.
Belter.
There's going to be, I think there's more than 6 people from the gym fighting on it.
Flying.
Yeah, so it'll be a good little night, lad. And then we've got them 2 the day before, lad.
Do you know what? I can't wait myself, lad. Like, especially because they're ready. Like, they're ready now. They're smashing 6
Lad,
rounds
they've
out
been
like
ready for longer.
I know. We've been in camp for like a fucking year, haven't we?
We're obviously, like, last year when I fucked my hand, I had another surgery on my left hand. Like, when it was mad, when I done this hand, I couldn't really, when I done my right hand, because it was a bone, what broke the scaphoid bone, and then obviously I thought when I shouldn't have, 3 months after surgery, broke my hand again. Everything round the scaphoid bone was fucked, so when I got that sorted, I couldn't punch with my right hand. So I thought it was going to be the same with my left, but then when I got my surgery on my left hand, I could not grapple because it was ligaments. I couldn't really grapple because I couldn't put weight on it, but I could punch, couldn't I? So literally, lad, I'd say for about 6 months, I just boxed.
Yeah.
For 6 months.
Yeah.
I was
back end of last year.
Back end of last year, yeah, for 6 months. I was just in the no-name gym.
That's where you started getting better, lads.
Yeah, it is. I know it is.
Every day.
That's when I noticed me boxing got better. That's when I noticed when I finally went back into next gen and started working back on everything together. I was landing hands on people, and like I was hitting people with body shots.
Your right hand now is heavy as well.
And yeah, obviously where I had to focus on my right hand a lot, where my left hand was still a bit dodgy, I had my right hand now is just...
That's straight right hand is if you land at, not just bigging you up, but if you land, it's a different ball game landing it on someone. Yeah. But if you land that on someone, 145 or 155,
they're going to sleep.
Yeah.
That's what I can see in this
fight. And I
can't
wait for you to do it so everyone can go, oh shit, look at him, he can punch as well.
Exactly.
He can punch as well.
Where everyone's just like, oh, he's just a grappler. That's what people think about this kid. But this kid's striking shit. I'm not asking anyone says. He walks forward, throwing bombs. That is what I'm good at fighting against. You know what I mean? I'm good at fighting against people like that. Like when I spar in the gym and people come forward throwing bombs at me, I step out and catch them with nice shots. And that's what I'm going to do to this kid, lad. A lot of people think, oh, Paddy's going to come in, he's just a grappler, he's going to try and take him down. No, I'm not. Like, this will go out before me fight, this podcast. I am going to knock this kid out if he wants to stand with me. So we'll see what happens. Like, I swear, lad, I've got, people haven't got confidence in me striking, lad, but the people that matter do.
Like I said to you before.
Brandon and Liam, who I spar with and I train with, Ellis, Adam, who've been taking me on pads in our gym, have been saying, just like you, going fucking hell, lad, you're punching hard there. Paul's even noticed how much better me striking's got now, lad.
Different when you're in there with you, lad, I said to you before.
It is. It's completely different when you're in there with me.
It is, you've got big, you're like a fucking octopus. Like every limb is like just fucking dead long, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's funny, like, because sometimes, like, Lee was in the other day with any VIP boxing, and he's getting videos of us training, and then, lad, when he interviewed me at the end, he was like, oh, yeah, I even seen you throw a few little knees and elbows there, because obviously when we end up in close, I'll just go bump, and throw a little knee and elbow, because it's good to just get it in, even though you're not padding it. It's just bump, and throwing them, and then getting back out into range, where other boxing coaches wouldn't do that for me. Know what I mean? I know they wouldn't. That's why I started calling you striking coach Chris. Because other boxing coaches wouldn't do that. They're like, oh no, we're strictly boxing. We're sticking to boxing. Where that's what's possible about you, lad. You're not like that. And it helps Liam and Brandon as well, because
Fuck, imagine being very technical with Brandon.
That's what I mean.
I'd have a problem with every minute.
Get a video of Brandon up, lad, hitting pads on Instagram. Because people try and chat shit about Brandon online, and lad, like, it's funny, people commenting on it and that, saying, oh, get your hands up, or he's not even punching properly, he's slapping. Lad, come down the gym and take a slap off him.
I think after like 110 fights, you learn how to not slap.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He's had that many amateur fights.
I think he's had about 111 or something like that, and he's only lost 5 or 6. Do you know what? I try not to leave I don't put too much of them on there. Do you know what I mean? I just try and keep them short.
Yeah, you can't, because as you say, they're fighting genuine. Because Brandon hasn't fought in, what, 3 years or something?
Since 2017, lad.
4 years. And journeymen are pulling out. Like, this is unheard of. Journeymen don't pull out. They go in there and they take the beating for fucking 6 to 8 rounds to get paid. Like, they're looking at these videos thinking, fuck this, I'm not getting in there with him and getting beat up. Like, that's genuinely what they're thinking. You know what?
There's one, I'm just looking at that screen there. There's one I've got my eye on to come out, lad. Keep scrolling down.
We'll have to put one on
that one there. So
well.
see there, the one in the middle on the right. Have a look at that.
See, that's just...
You don't even know what goes on there.
No.
You know what I mean?
Like, he's so unorthodox.
That last part, lad, them last few shots, you haven't even got a clue what's going on.
Like, people think that Sonny Edwards is unorthodox. When they actually watch Brandon box, they're going to get the fright of their lives, lad, and be like, wow, this kid's unorthodox. Is there any videos of Liam?
Yeah, there'll be loads on there.
Get a video of Liam up for us there, Jacob, lad.
Found out the other day Liam's got more than a left hook.
Like, that's what I was saying there, though. Like, where other boxing coaches would be like to Brandon, no, you have to do it like this, you have to do it like that. Same with Liam with his left hook to body and some of his other shots. They'd be like, no, you've got to do it like this, you've got to do it like that. You're not. You let people do it their way. And it helps.
I think that's just me explaining it.
Yeah, that's just him explaining tech that. Oh, that's that one with that.
Same time. Ugh.
Yeah. Both throw at the exact same time. Sick that, you know, proper synchro. It's like Tom Daly and that kid doing the fucking synchronised diving in the Olympics. Both of them right at the same time. Boom, 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 boom.
But
it compliments them though, lad. Like, as I say, like, where other boxing coaches would be like, no, you have to do it like this, you have to do it like this. That's why I think it's boss that compared to other boxing coaches, you're a young boxing coach, lad. Where a lot of, like, as you say, Paul and Mick, who you was taught by, they're older boxing coaches where they have their fundamentals set in place and everything's got to be this way. This is how it is. This is how it's set out.
I'm on you. Lads, to be honest, you know yourself. I'm a picky.
Yeah, you are.
Picky cunt. And I will moan at everything. But if it's not broke, don't fix it. And like Liam's left hook to the body, like you just mentioned there, I tried to fix it. I tried to make it technically better. And it wasn't as powerful, it wasn't as snappy. So, like I said, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And you need that little side to you as a coach. You can't be like, this is how it is, it's this way or it's no way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because like everybody's different.
Yeah, that's something I always say about you as well, lad. Like, in the gym, you are our coach. If in the gym you turn around and go, fucking do 10 press-ups now, lad.
Mention that, do we?
Like, yeah, we'll do 10 press-ups. Out the gym, if we were sitting in the park, lad, chilling, and we went, fucking do 10 press-ups. Oh, fuck off, lad, who are you talking to? You know what I mean? We're not in the gym now, lad. You know what I mean? Like, you can be a coach and a mate, and that's what's fucking boss about it. And like, that's what I always say about Rimmer and Ellis and Adam. It's the same with them. Like, them coaches who are just always like that. No, do as I say. A proper helmets. proper helmets, lad.
Just too old school stuff in the ways, maybe.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, they don't even smile in front of you, lad, because they want you to think they're the authoritarian. Like, I can't get taught by people like that.
Yeah,
I can't.
That's what I'm saying about everyone's different. Everyone learns different ways. Like, sometimes, lads, I'll show someone, I'll be trying to teach them it, and they won't get it, and I'll be on the pad, this, that, the other. They can't understand what I'm trying to get across. I'll go in the mirror and I'll shadow box it, and they'll go, Some people learn just by looking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people you have to fucking explain. Bend your knee, open your hip, do this. But some people you can just show it. Everyone's different. You can't just pigeonhole everyone else into the same fucking little box, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, lad, another person we're going to have to touch on, because obviously you mentioned Peter before, is Andrew. Because, like, it's mad. You were, like, coaching them years ago, and I knew them before I knew you.
Yeah.
Like, Andrew went to school with Wade, one of my best mates, lad, from Bayars, and I met Andrew through Wade. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing even to do with boxing. Know what I mean? I met Andrew through Wade. Just like years ago, I used to go out partying with Peter when we was younger. Know what I mean? I didn't meet either of them through boxing or any sort of training.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? I met them just completely separate. But, lad, as we said with Peter before, he's so technical and he's so good. Lad, Andrew is a little animal.
Lad, he's nasty, isn't he?
Nasty.
Like, Andrew, I don't know anyone else who, like, it's off the top of my head anyway, it's like every single shot that he throws at you has got bad intentions. Yeah. Every single one. Do you know what I mean?
Like, lad, that last fight that he had, we watched it.
But and he didn't stop him.
He didn't stop him, and the kid was celebrating. The kid lost every round, but he was celebrating because he never got finished by Andrew.
Yeah.
That is how good and how vicious he is. He's like a little pit bull.
Do you know who's his weight? And I can't wait till he gets like an opportunity.
Dennis McCann.
Yeah, Dennis McCann.
He's going to kill him.
Yeah.
Lad, I was with BT yesterday, BT Sports, and I was speaking to Nick Pete, and he said Frank Warren doesn't stop going on about this Dennis McCann, that he's going to be the next big thing, he's going to be this, he's going to be that. And I just turned to Nick and was like, well, watch when Andrew gets hold of him.
He's already mentioned them, you know.
I know he has. We watched an interview and he's like, I'll fight Dennis McCann tomorrow. Yeah. He said, and like with a straight face.
He would.
He would.
He would.
I know he would.
Andrew, see the way you said before, you didn't get into a lot of street fights as a kid.
He did.
He did.
Lad, I know, I can remember. Lad, as I've told you about this, I watched it. That's one of the, I found, like, Wade showed me a video of him.
With them three lads.
With them three lads outside Edge Lane pitches, the Cine World. 3 kids starting on them, and him and another kid who Wade used to be mates with. Lad, he dropped all 3 of them.
Oh.
Absolutely muftied them, just stepping off left hooks and that. Just like, wow.
I might be wrong. I'm sure he was on his way to either the gym or to fight.
He might have been, lad. He might have been. But he had his cap and that on. Little fucking bum.
He's a nasty kid,
nasty
lad.
kid, lad.
He's a lovely kid.
Yeah, he
when
is.
You speak to him.
Proper lovely lad. He's a proper nice lad. But then when you get on the wrong side of him, lad, he'll fucking hate you.
Yeah, he's an animal.
Like, he's vicious.
Yeah. Yeah, he's that's a good word for him.
It is.
Vicious.
Vicious, lad.
Yeah.
Like, everything he throws is with intent, lad. It's like Sonny Liston, lad.
He's boxing quality. Do you know what I mean? Like, I reckon when you put him in with someone who's like your Dennis McCann and that, you'll see like a 10 times better.
You'll see how good he is.
Yeah.
Like, I know what you mean. That's what I feel like.
Who just took up, he's got his hands down, he's walking forward, his face out, making them
throw
to do
he's doing that with his hands down, like saying, "Go on, fucking hit me," and I'll fucking.
As soon as he gets someone who'll exchange with him, like a Dennis McCann.
No one will though.
No.
Because lad, that's what I'm. That's
they won't
why
after a round or two when they feel.
That's why I keep mentioning like Brandon. I know no one's gonna engage with him because once they feel that power at that weight, it's gonna be like, whoa.
Yeah.
Has he got bricks in his gloves?
I know, it's heavy.
It's heavy, lad.
He's like snappy power as well because he's that fast. It's like you don't even see it coming.
No, you don't.
You know what I mean?
Like that's the shot that when I'm on about, like, he hit me with like the pound for pound, the heaviest shot I've ever been hit with. Chris said to him, if you drop, because I was fat at the time, weren't I? It was a little fatty.
I did say the body.
It was, yeah. No, he said, if you drop him with a body shot, I'll give it a nifty.
Yeah.
So he hit me with a few, didn't he? And I started doing that.
Yeah.
And blocking. And lad, he went, boom, and hit me with a right hook over the top. And I was like, jeez, felt that one. Fucking felt that one, kid. Just started moving around. I was like, I'm keeping this little cunt on the end of the jab. But then you try and keep him on the end of the jab, and he throws a mad looping shots over the top, and you're just like, lad, what the fuck? Like, he's like me in the MMA world. You can't train to fight me because I'm so weird, as you say. I'm like an octopus. I'm strange.
Yeah, there's no one like him, is there?
Yeah, there's no one like him, lad.
He's like a freakish mixture between like Roy Jones and like... I usually say Roy Jones and Mike Tyson, lad, but loads of people have been saying to me lately. Like, even like, who was it? Was in that fucking VIP the other week, and like, he was sparring Jazz, and everyone's going, he fucking reminds me of Nas.
Oh, yeah.
He's the closest I've seen to Prince Nazim.
Yeah, because his
footwork, what he's going to do when he does
it. His footwork is just baffling. Like, you look at his footwork and
it's wrong.
Yeah, it's wrong. It's completely wrong. That's why he's SBB.
Yeah.
Super brilliant Brandon. His footwork is just fucked up. But
do you know,
it works.
I reckon I've been joking around with him for the past few days. He's staying in mind, Brandon. I've got him living with me for his fight camp.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, where Liam is just dedicated, and we know Liam's gonna keep his head screwed on.
Brandon needs a little eye over him.
Brandon's like me when I was 21. Know what I mean? Like when leading up to my title fight, lad, when I was 21, I had to stay in JP's, didn't I, for 4 weeks?
Did you, lad?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I stayed in JP's for 4 weeks to make sure I'd make weight.
Yeah.
Because he lived around the corner from the gym, and he was getting me up every morning at 6 in the morning to go for a fucking 5-mile run.
See, that makes me feel well better now because I'm letting the dog in to run all over him at like 8 o'clock, not 6 o'clock. So
yeah, JP was getting me up at like 6 o'clock, lad, and we were running.
8 o'clock in the morning, just open his door and let the dog wake him up.
Running up to Park Road and round town and that and back, lad, fucking to make sure the weight was coming off and that. Or as you know, them fights I was concentrating on losing weight. That was all you
used to do, lad. You never used to train properly. You used to just train to lose weight.
Literally did. I mean, now, lad, I'm cutting sessions down now, lad, to keep my energy up because my weight's that nice.
Yeah, glad you were flying last week.
I know.
Flying last week. Usually. Not even usually, because the last 2 or 3 fights that you've had, you've been good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
before that, sack of shit.
Oh, yeah. Before that, lad, it'd be 4 weeks, literally 4 weeks leading up to it was all about losing weight.
Yeah.
Just, that was all I was concerned about. Like, doing like 11k from Monday to Friday. It's just wrong. You know what I mean? Losing that much weight is just wrong.
Lucky, lad. Lucky nothing fucking...
Nothing bad
happened.
Serious.
You know what I mean? Look at Ellis. Look what happened to Ellis that time.
I know, lad, and he ended up in Aussie that time, lad. I'm just lucky that I fucking made weight every time, lad. Well, one time I didn't, lad. The Teddy Violet one, I never made weight that time. But it's the only one. So, fuck you all. You chat shit about me making weight, you bum.
That last one, where when we were in London, did you cut £4?
Yeah. I'm going to have a little bit more to cut this time, but that's because I've put muscle mass on and I'm bigger now. You know what I mean? Where I've got a proper S&C regime and I'm doing everything properly. Like, that's what's fucking made the difference now.
I can't wait for you to get this DEXA scan.
I know. I need to get it booked in, to be honest. It's going to be hard work to get it. But Paul Reed even said
I don't like being wrong either, lad, so proper open, right?
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be. Because as I say, lad, Paul Reed's the man for all that, the nutritionist, the fucking S&C coach. I just... Now, lad, I do really think that I've grew that much and I've put that much size on that. I reckon I could probably get, with a big weight cut, I could get to 68. Don't know about 66.
Yeah. That extra 2 kg just being
a little bit. Because, like, I think, physically, I think, like, I look at, like, Conor McGregor and I'm physically bigger than him.
In size, in height, do you mean, or both?
They're both. Physically, I'm bigger than him. Like, people look at my legs and say,
yeah, your legs are
your
big,
legs, lad. And, like, now, lad, everyone's saying, fucking hell, your upper body's catching up in it, lad. So, we'll see at this camp, because at the minute I've got 5.5 kg to lose, which is nothing in 2 weeks. But we'll see how much I end up cutting overnight. I reckon it's going to be more than £4. I reckon it'll be about 7 or something at least, about 3 kilo.
I think as well the last time, lad, when I'm saying you had £4, you were training with me for 6 months. Do you know what I mean? Or something like that. It was like, whereas now you've been a little fat knobhead and you've had a fucking 10-week camp or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I think
if it was going to Feather, lad, I'd have to have a heavy 10-week camp. Like, where it would be like being in a concentration camp.
I'm stay in Redbrook, man.
Where, like, I'd feel like killing myself. You know what I mean? Where, like, at the minute, I feel like I've still got a bit of energy. Like, I think if I went back down to featherweight, it would go back to just being about making weight.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, because it's an extra 4 kilo, lad. It's an extra £10. Like, look at it now. I've got 5.5 kg to lose. If I went down to featherweight, it'd be 9.5
Yeah, I know, but I'm adamant about this as well. The greed of you after your fight is mostly to do with this.
I spoke about this with Bisbin on his podcast the other day. Bisbin,
did you say greed?
Yeah, no, Bisbin's, yeah. I said, me boxing coach says to me, it's not even your appetite, it's because you're a little fat greedy cunt. They're the exact words I used, you know what I mean? And he said, I'll be honest, Paddy, if I could give you one bit of advice, that would be it. He said, because I used to do it. Like, I'd have to swerve sessions to go on a 10-mile run to sweat so much weight out of me where I'd balloon up in between fights. It's a proper MMA fighter thing, lad.
Do you know what might happen, lad? You might fucking... Who knows what the future holds, but you might have a few fights, and where you've kept your weight down after the first fight and it's went into the second one, you might go, oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that could happen then. It could go down to feather. but like this one, where I'm going, because when I come home this time, I'm getting home on the Monday, and I'm going to Cornwall on the Tuesday morning, so I won't have as much shit to eat.
It's because you're getting them delivered to your door.
Because people, like last time, lad,
them cakes.
Last time I had
cookie pies.
I got home the Sunday, didn't I?
Give me one piece, by the way.
Lad, stop chatting shit.
One
you
piece.
Lad, fucking major of it, you talk shit, lad. Fucking, all he does is get stuff off me for nothing, lad, and then moans. It's mad. Lad, I got home and my bear had a box of Costco cookies, a Costco cake, a box of Costco brownies, all chocolate and crisp and Easter eggs because it was by Easter. Then the cookie man come to ours and drop stuff off. That milk box come the next day, drop stuff off. Sky High Desserts drops them off.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
Get on what he done, yeah. So, he reckons he told me.
I did.
He never.
I blatantly did. Because Brandon was there when I told him.
No.
Brandon backs it. So, Brandon was there when I told him.
We finished training, I'm in man with...
This is a fucking funny story, this, by the way.
I'm in
we
man...
might have to get the picture up on your phone of you like that.
It'll be in our conversation, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you reckon you'll be able to find it?
I'll try now.
So I'm sat there with Brandon and Paddy. Sat there with Brandon. Paddy turns up with like a box of cookies, yeah, cookies and brownies. Now we're all due to come round. All the lads will come to man on the Saturday to watch the fights. So he's come round on the Friday. This box of brownies. He's put them on the side. Didn't tell me that they had weed in them. Right?
I did.
So I've ate one of the brownies. I've then drove Brandon home. He lives over the water. As I'm driving, getting over to Brandon, I'm like, I feel a bit mad, mate. It's only like half an hour in, you know what I mean? I feel a bit mad, mate. Didn't think nothing of it. Drives home. I eat another brownie, yeah? And then
then you ate a cookie.
So it was a brownie, a cookie and a blondie.
And a blondie.
Yeah, right. So I ate the cookie and then I ate the brownie. And then when there was a blondie there, and I'm looking at it thinking, fuck him. He shouldn't have left the fucking brownies in my house on a Friday night. Do you know what I mean? So I've ate the blondie as well. So there's 3. And I've messaged him and went, lad, that blondie was heavy. And he's been like, oh, have you ate it, lad? Have you? Well, they're supposed to be for tomorrow. So, lads, I've ate 3. Chris, they've got weed in. I was like, what? I was stoned for like 2 days. Wait till he gets this picture up now. I'm like that for like 2 days. I swear to God, proper the stonedest I've ever been in my life.
You wake up and you still feel it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he sent me a picture the next morning, lad. I'm trying to find it now.
No luck.
I thought you meant these were from Costco.
No, like weed brownies.
No, like an Instagram page.
Do you know what as well?
Lad?
The page who it was saying to him, because he like someone had them the night before and saying to Chattin he was having anxiety attacks and all this.
Rang an ambulance.
Rang an ambulance for something, and I was like, come on, then I've nailed 3 of them, lad. You know what I mean? I was like, shit, nothing happened. Like, I was just sat there laughing my head off all night. Slept for about 16 hours.
I can't find it, lad, in our chat. It must be in the group chat or something, I don't know.
You find it later, just send it me.
Lad, the picture though. Lad, you've got little Chinese eyes and that on, haven't you, lad? But your eyes are like that. You know what I mean? Like,
who leaves
so
an unmarked box of fucking space cakes in someone else's kitchen?
Wasn't even unmarked. I had the little cards that they give you with the
Says Sky High.
Sky High Desserts.
Says Sky High. That could mean anything.
Shut up. That could mean anything.
Innit?
And that like a little picture of a Rasta. What else is it gonna mean? And before I left, I told him. Before I left, and Brandon, because me and Brandon ate one while you were there. We snapped one in half. I went, no, I'm not going to eat a full one. I'll have half of one with you, Brandon. And he went, yeah, go ahead. Me and Brandon ate half of one.
I must have been having a shit or something.
You wasn't, lad?
You never told me that they had weed in them.
I did, lad. You got told, lad.
He's Chattin Pony.
I gave my dad a weed cookie once without him knowing.
I think that's the one. I think that's the one where you woke up the next morning, but I'm not sure.
Let me have a look. You're terrible at doing stuff like this anyway.
It's not in our chat.
It's not in mine and yours.
100%. Or the stuff in Ed's chat. So I'm going to have to go up to around that date, because it was like a week after I fought. So I'm going to have to find this now, lad. It's going to do me head in, because it's fucking hilarious. Like, the look on his face, lad.
Yeah, I think I've just typed brownie in my chat, and I think I've... Yeah, with the... No.
It's got to be here somewhere. Oh, there it is.
You got it?
Yeah. It's getting sent to you right now, Jacob. Lad, get on this on the screen now. Yeah, it's sending right now. Get it up. Look at that. And look, he says unmarked space cakes when it blatantly told him. We need to find that in the chat, lad. Yeah, lad, I'm going to send you this as well, Jacob. Yeah. Oh, no, not airdrop. Fuck off.
What's this one?
No, yeah, I sent it on WhatsApp. You've put... It's our chat.
Oh.
I accidentally ate a box of brownies. I didn't know I'd be eating. They're really starting to kick in now. Because you've messaged me, I said brownies. I said, yeah, that white box... I go, yeah, that white box is full of weed stuff, lad. You're messing. Oh, fuck. They're all space cakes. Lad, I've ate them all. I've ate it all. FaceTime. Lad, that was comedy gold, that, you know. Like, that was so funny. I know what, to be honest, that is a perfect note to end us on, lad. Because
yes, lad.
That was fucking brilliant, lad. Obviously, I want to thank Flux again for sponsoring this episode. Anything you want to say before we go, Chris?
Fuck Ventry.
And any boxing fans, get in touch to get involved with the lads fighting on the 17th. There's still tickets left there. And anyone who fancies themselves as a boxer, get on Chris, because as we say, he is a magician.
Have you throwing heavy shots?
That was episode 11 of Chattin Pony, people. Thank you very much for watching. See you later.